Welcome to our session on financial aid and student awards. In this session, we're going to be discussing different ways to fund your university education from a variety of resources. As you consider university, it's important for you to understand what financial resources and options are available to you as a student. My name is Katie McDonald, and I'm the Assistant Registrar of Awards at Dalhousie University. The part of my work that you're probably most interested in at this stage is Dalhousie's Entrance Award Program. I'm going to spend some time talking about that program, and then my colleague Pam Goodwin will speak to you about building a budget as well as other funding resources, including government student loans and bank loans. The General Entrance Award application is essentially our common award application. So by submitting this one application, you'll be considered for a wide range of award opportunities. When you think about entrance awards, your mind might jump immediately to scholarships. Scholarships are just one part of the equation, though. Scholarships are awards given to students typically on the basis of academic merit or some other achievement. There are indeed a number of scholarships available to you through the General Entrance Award Program, but there are also a number of bursaries that you can be considered for through this program as well. Bursaries are awards for students who have a demonstrated financial need. In addition to both scholarships and bursaries, there are also hybrid awards for students who are doing well academically and or achieving great things in their schools or communities who also need some help financially to attend university. Additionally, there are awards available to students who self-identify as Black or Indigenous, or who disclose that they are a student with a disability. There are many funding opportunities available through this program to support a wide variety of incoming students. The application itself consists of a number of different sections. Some sections are optional and some are required. There's ample opportunity for you to tell us about yourself, your interests, and your accomplishments in a resume style section. So in this section, we want to know about your extracurricular involvement, for example, whether you're into sports or music, computer programming, or theater. We would also love to hear about your employment experience and any volunteer opportunities you've been a part of. Another section of the application is more essay-based and gives you the opportunity to tell us even more about yourself. In this section in previous years, students have told us about what challenges them, about special learning opportunities they've had, or just a bit more about a special passion. There is an entire section of the application dedicated to financial need, where we ask about your current financial circumstances and about the income of your guardians. You can tell us about any special circumstances that we wouldn't otherwise know about, like has a guardian recently lost their job? Has your household incurred any serious and unexpected costs? Sometimes things happen that impact your financial picture, and you can tell us about those things in your application. Some other sections of the application ask about whether you're the first person in your family to attend university, whether you're a student with a disability, and about your cultural background. Since there's such a wide range of awards available through this application, my advice to you is to complete as many sections as you can to make sure you're considered for as many different awards as possible. A sample of some of the award opportunities available through the General Entrance Award Program can be found at dal.ca/entranceawards. Awards available through this program range in their dollar value. Generally speaking, the average student can expect a range between $750 up to $48,000 over the course of their degree. There are a few higher valued opportunities that range at up to $80,000 over the degree, but these, for example, would be available only to students from particular minority groups who also demonstrate financial need. Some awards available through the program are non-renewable, meaning you would receive them only in your first year. And some awards are renewable, meaning that they're available to you for 4 years, provided you maintain a certain academic standard and complete a certain number of classes. This is what we refer to as meeting your renewal criteria. For students who do not receive renewable awards, additional award opportunities do exist in their upper years of study through our in-course scholarship program. There's more about that program on our website as well at dal.ca/scholarships. The General Entrance Award application will be available in December 2020, and it's due March 1st, 2021. In addition, by March 1st, you must also apply to an undergraduate program at Dalhousie, pay your application fee, and submit a copy of your most recent official up-to-date grades. Students from some provinces within Canada can submit their electronic student ID numbers, and will receive those grades electronically. But for students from most provinces and for everyone outside of Canada, we'll be looking for you to submit an official copy of your transcript. The best resource for information about the General Entrance Award Program is dal.ca/entrance awards. It walks through all of the requirements for the program and also how to apply. So as you'll see on the website, there are two ways to apply. If you've already been accepted to a Dalhousie program by the time you submit your General Entrance Award application, you apply through your Dal Online student portal. If you're still waiting on an admissions decision, you can submit the PDF version of the General Entrance Award application, and that will be available on our website, dal.ca/entrance awards. Offers are communicated to students in April via email. A small number of students may be considered early for automatic admission-based scholarships when they receive their acceptance letter to Dal. These students are still very strongly encouraged to submit the General Entrance Award application to ensure full consideration for all available entrance awards. In addition to the General Entrance Award application, we also have a small number of awards on our website that require their own separate application. These are definitely worth exploring. We're also a partner university with the Schulich Leader Scholarship Program for students entering STEM programs: science, technology, engineering, and math. You need to be nominated by your high school for this award by January 27th, 2021. Awards available through this program are valued at either $80,000 or $100,000 over the course of your degree, depending on the program that you enroll in. You can learn more about these additional opportunities by visiting dal.ca/entrance award. Outside of award opportunities available at Dalhousie, it's also a great idea for you to look within your local community for other awards you may be eligible to apply for. You could consider community groups, your guardians' employers, and even your high school. There are some online scholarship resources that you should also explore, like Scholarships Canada, Wyconic, Inspire. There are many different online scholarship resources for you to explore, but we do have some listed on our website at dal.ca/entrance awards. Entrance awards are a great way for students to help offset some of the costs of attending university, but they really are just one part of the equation. My colleague Pam Goodwin will now speak to you about some of the other resources you can access as a student and ways to be mindful of your spending and keep your costs down.
Hi, my name is Pam Goodwin, and I work with financial aid in the awards office at Dal. I want to provide you with some information which will help you plan financially for your university years. University is an investment in your future. Not only do you need to academically be prepared for your studies, you need to be financially prepared as well. Taking time to plan the financial part of your studies now will go a long way in reducing stress with unexpected costs. So let's begin. Budgeting is a key money management tool. It helps you track money coming in and money going out. It will help you make decisions about how you spend on a day-to-day basis. Without a budget, you're making those decisions in the dark. Learning to manage your budgeting tool now will help not only during your studies, but it will also help set you up for lifelong financial success. When building your budget, you will need to take into consideration all of your expenses and when they are due, from tuition and fees to all of your living costs, right down to toothpaste. Along with expenses, you will need to know all of your income and when it will arrive. You will need to complete your budget early, enough to allow you to react if you do not have enough to cover all your costs. And be sure to come back to your budget to see if it is accurate or if you need to make some adjustments as you go. There are many tools and resources that can help when you're creating your budget. Most online banking sites will have tools, and we also have a few listed on our dal.ca/financial aid site. Along with determining your living costs, you will need to know your university costs when creating your budget. You will be able to find information regarding tuition and fees on the dal.ca/money matters site. Tuition fees for the 21-22 year will not be available until May 21. However, you will be able to find the current year fee information there now as an estimate. Now let's look at a few options to help fund your education. Usually it is a combination of a number of different resources, not just one. Katie has already spoken about the General Entrance Award application. We will continue with the other funding opportunities at Dalhousie. There are many programs at Dal with a co-op work term option. Not only is an opportunity to earn an income to help with your cost of your education, but also will be getting relevant work experience and making new contacts in a field that you are hoping to have a career in after you graduate. Dalhousie also has many on-campus jobs for students. If you are considering a part-time job while studying, the following are a couple of reasons why working on campus may be a better option than off-campus. At Dalhousie, we would consider your priority your university studies. Thus, departments can be flexible when settling up your schedule and can make adjustments when you have exams or assignments. You are often able to slide in shifts in between classes, leaving your evenings and weekends to yourself. And you have the opportunity of making great contacts on campus. Also, Dalhousie has an in-course undergraduate bursary program. The in-course bursary provides funds to assist students in financial need. Bursaries are typically smaller amounts of money intended to supplement other funding sources. For example, government student loans. Bursaries will not make up a major part of your funding, but will help fill in the gaps. The application for the in-course undergraduate bursary program would be available normally the first month of each academic term. So now let's look at a few funding options available outside of Dalhousie University. First, government student loan programs. Many countries will have government student loans available. For international students, you will need to ensure that you can access the government loan if you are studying outside of your country. For students from the United States, you can access the William D. Ford Federal Loan Program to attend Dalhousie. Please note there are some restrictions on what part of that program can be used at a foreign school and what programs can be funded. There is more specific information on the U.S. Federal Loan Program on the dal.ca/student loans website. For students who have Canadian or permanent residence citizenship in Canada, you can apply to the Canadian and provincial student loan programs through your home province. The applications usually start becoming available in May before you begin your studies. The following are a few benefits of the Canadian loan program. First, when you apply for the government loan, you will also be assessed for non-repayable grants. The government will pay the interest on your loan while you are a full-time student. And there is help available with repayment through provincial loan forgiveness programs and the repayment assistance program. To take advantage of the grants that are available but keep your debt low, you can make payments on the loan amount while you are a student, but keep the grant portion of the award. Canadian government loans are in the student's name only. There is no requirement for a cosigner. Also, banks have student loan programs. I would always advise students to first consider the government loan program before the bank loan program for the reasons above. However, bank loans are a great second option if you need to supplement the government loan program or if a government loan is not available. Again, international students should ensure that the bank loan can be used while studying outside of your country. And finally, to highlight a few financial tips to help you succeed. Be personally involved in your finances, even if someone else is able to cover your costs. Budget, plan your spending and income, start early and update it often. Know your funding terms. What do you have to do to keep your funding? Maintain a GPA, full-time course load, successful completion, things along those lines. Ask questions. As you are trying to find your way through planning the financial side of your studies, please contact us with your questions. We are here to help you. If it is just a simple question, or if you really feel lost with how to start your financial plan, we can answer your questions through email, or we can arrange to meet through Microsoft Teams meeting. Please contact us through our email address, awards@dal.ca. On behalf of Katie, myself, and our Student Awards and Financial Aid team, thank you for taking the time to join us in learning more about funding options for your education. I hope you have found it informative and will help you prepare for your university years.